Hello, welcome to those joining us, and a special happy Mother's Day. Today we celebrate all forms of motherhood, whether you are a mom, aspire to be one, know a mom, or have adopted a mom in your life. I'm excited to share some reflections on motherhood, including my own experiences and the incredible mothers who have impacted my life. We are all meant to do different things in life. I always knew that I was meant to be a mother. Whether it was on my own or with someone, I was going to be a mom. I also knew I would always have a career. Now, being a military spouse with frequent moves was going to make that challenging. When I had the opportunity to purchase the company I was working with, everything was coming together. I saw it as a great opportunity to always have a job no matter where we lived and to have the flexibility to raise a child and be that mom I always wanted to be. What could be more perfect? I envisioned a perfect balance. My child accompanying me on business trips, sleeping through the meetings, and us spending invaluable time together. I was going to get a career and be a mom my way. And then I had a baby. And the need to redefine concepts such as perfect and balance were among the many lessons motherhood would teach me. Being a mom has been the biggest educational experience of my life. Mother's Day for me has evolved from a time to appreciate my mother to a day of reflection on what it means to be a mom. Being a mom has taught me about the many forms of care and all the variations it can take. Not just caring for a child, but also for oneself. This concept of self-care became real as life became more complex with multiple military moves, a business, and being a mom. One of my favorite examples of self-care was from a speaker. He started with the concept of a pitcher, half full with water, in the middle of a large cooking sheet. As those around us need something and we give our time, our care, our worries, he poured water, put the water out of the pitcher. He just poured it into the cooking sheet. Eventually, the half full pitcher of water was empty. He introduced this idea that there is another way to get water into the cooking sheet as we give to those around us. He poured water into the pitcher first until it was overflowing. The pitcher was full of water, as was the cooking sheet. It's a powerful reminder that by replenishing ourselves with self-care, we are able to continue to do what so many mothers do best: care for those around us. This means scheduling regular health checkups, finding time to exercise if that is your jam, perhaps even involving your family in these activities for shared benefit. It may mean setting boundaries, both personally and professionally. Sometimes we just need to say no. If it isn't aligned with what we should be focusing on, we delegate it or delete it. I find regular reflection helps me identify what type of balance I want, since I get to define what that looks like. I take time to consider what's working and what's not working, and then make adjustments to keep my pitcher full. This Mother's Day, remember to fill your pitcher until it is overflowing with whatever fuels you, and to then extend support to other mothers who might be struggling to fill theirs. In my journey, I've also had to adjust my perspective of concepts like work-life balance and perfection. Perfection once meant a spotless home and flawless nails. As a mother, perfection became sleeping all the way through the night and clean clothes. I had to learn to give myself permission to feel tired at the end of the day and be okay with it. Recognize what it takes for each individual mom, not knowing what level of perfection they have had to let go of, and recognize there are varying levels of it. Some make it look real easy. Understand for most, it isn't. This adjustment was not easy for me, and I just recall, still clear in my head, this conversation I had with my sister during a particularly tough time. Her assurance that my worries and self doubt as a mom were signs of my deep care for my child and wanting to be the best mom that I could be. It changed my perspective forever. It underscored the fact that questioning myself, feeling judged, and worrying all the time were just part of my journey. Let this Mother's Day be a reminder to each of us to affirm the mothers in our lives regularly. That saying, it takes a village, that became my anthem. I needed a village. As a military spouse, I've had the unique opportunity to build and rely on different communities each time we moved. I got real good at building villages. One of my first villages was a mom's group that I joined shortly after my son was born, and I don't know what I would have done without them that first year. I had no idea how much I needed a village as a mom until I had one. Today, I encourage you to be the village for someone else, whether it is just a few minutes to help a struggling mom get on a plane, or your next door neighbor who could use 1 hour to go to the grocery store by herself. I want to share my appreciation for my village. They make a difference and they make an impact. I also want to acknowledge the various influences of other mothers around me. Beyond my own mother, I have been blessed with a mother in law who has been part of my village and who raised an incredible man. My two sisters in law, each raising two amazing boys, you can imagine what Christmas looks like, who are the best cousins ever. And to me, they are what superheroes look like. I have a tri-mom, short for triathlon mom, who makes sure that our informal triathlon team shows up where we need to be with all of our gear and nonstop reminders for every race. She would make sure that no one did their first triathlon alone. No one showed up to their first Ironman doing it solo. Someone was always there to support. She has been there for the important events in our lives and would do anything for us. All of these mothers have made a difference and an impact for their children, who then make a difference in someone else's life. So as we reflect on the countless ways mothers touch our lives, let's also commit to being sources of support for someone who needs a village, not just today, but regularly. Let's set those reminders to reach out, to help, and to appreciate. I want to thank you for the opportunity to share my thoughts. May we all find inspiration in the mothers around us and strive to be a positive influence in the lives we touch. Happy Mother's Day.